Hello Internet. We have another victim of transport. People don't think too much of the GPU when they kick their PC frustrated that they just lost their dinosaur in the Ark Survival Evolved, or they moved their computer from one room to another and they kind of slammed it on the floor, not thinking much of it. And my guess is that the GPU was either not supported at all, hanging by its own weight. Can't really see a sign of a sag, so it may have been supported its whole time, but who knows? Just a bump, just a kick. Not exactly sure. All I know is that the guy said that he moved something somewhere and now it's dead. Let's check for 1.2 and 1.8. There should be a memory somewhere where I cannot reach from here. Probably, no, that's 12. And we should have some 12s in here. Nothing is short. Can I get memory in here somewhere? No, probably not. Can I get memory here? Oh yeah, I'm not getting any reading, so who cares? Well, let's plug this thing in, see what it does. I'm dying to know. I got a feeling it just needs a reball. A lot of times that's what happens. Something gets cracked under the core with all that flex of the board, and you end up having a dead GPU. Simply because you didn't watch my videos, and now you're paying the price. So if you don't want to lose $2,200 or more of your 4090, go watch all of my videos. Alright, so we're flipping a switch. We're pulling just about 2.6 amps. So that looks like a healthy voltage to me. So let's plug this thing in. I'm sure it'll not post. Actually, no. Actually, the guy does say he did say that the card does post, but not all the time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna torture this thing. See if it posts the way I normally insert it, which I will show you in just a second. All right, there we have it. So I'm just gonna insert it in here. It might even work like this, you know. Let's see. See if we get a picture. Yep, there we go. See, it posted right away. There it is. Okay, now let's turn this thing off and do the other thing. So let's plug this thing into the motherboard instead, and we're gonna let it sag. And that's gonna be the cringiest thing ever. I'm actually letting it sag. Do I have a support thingy? Yeah, I'm gonna put support like all the way on the end. That's probably the worst place to put support. The best place would be you have to find the heaviest point. Because if you look here, the height is perfectly matched on this end of the support, but if I let go, you can see that it kind of drops. And the only reason why it doesn't drop far enough is because I got a screw here that's preventing it from dropping lower. And that is why you do not put your support here. You put your support where the GPU or the graphics card doesn't want to lean one way or another. A lot of times it's just off, just past the hook, maybe an inch. You know, somewhere over here would be perfect. But we're just gonna let it sag, assuming that's what the customer did, which a lot of people do. And if it posts, we're just gonna run FarmArk, and there you go. You just heard a few happy beeps, and the monitor indicator is yellow. No signal. It didn't take long, did it? See, that's why you need to support it. So if we were to support it here, as I advised, so yeah, even with that, it wants to go. It just wants to go to the left. Yes, right there. Let's see if it'll post this way. Just properly support it. It might even post. Who knows? Oh, that doesn't post. Okay, who cares? We've seen enough. Let's go into the memory test. I'm guessing we're gonna have a memory errors on A1. Oh, my motherboard's acting up. I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna need a new motherboard because this motherboard is just giving me nothing but problems lately, and I simply cannot get the picture from the iGPU anymore. I don't know why. It just fails to switch to the iGPU when the HDMI cable is plugged in. I have no idea why it does that, but it seems to be doing that consistently no matter what I do. And it actually started when I got this cable. So let me show you what cable I got here. Switch you over to the main here. So this cable here, I don't know if you ever watched Linus Tech Tips about the cables. Yeah, there's a lot of cables that are not 4K, and as I'm upgrading to a 4K monitor here, I am running into all sorts of issues you wouldn't believe. Like I just cannot get the pictures across the cables. It's ridiculous. I don't even know how much money I burn on cables. Good thing I have Amazon, so I just send it back because I don't want it, if it doesn't work. But ultimately, I would love to get myself an HDMI tester, which is like $2,500. So good luck with that. And just test all of my cables. Throw away probably about 90% of them. So what I want to do now, so that you can see what it is that I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to plug it straight into the splitter, and I'm going to give you, and hopefully that will make the motherboard give me an image from the iGPU. That way I eliminate the switch, and there we go. So I've eliminated the switch, but I also eliminated the cable, so I don't really know exactly what the problem is, whether it's the switch or the cable, though this is the exact same switch I've been using for a while now, so I kind of doubt that the switch is the problem. Hard to say. So this is a 4090. We go test number 4, and we're gonna go test number 1. Most likely the cable, who knows. Yeah, even the cables that come with the device from factory, like a monitor, that 4K monitor that I got off of Facebook recently, it is questionable. Cannot be trusted 100%. So we're having, interestingly enough, we're having an issue, not on A1, but on the very last chip on the opposite corner of the GPU, which isn't all that surprising. So let me go ahead and switch you back. I am just thinking about not using this cable anymore. So let me go ahead and plug this cable into the switch where the old cable was, and then that's gonna plug in directly into the motherboard. And if motherboard posts, there, it posted. So let's turn this thing off. My apologies for the duck. And so this is the cable that I used. I've had nothing but trouble with this. It drove me nuts. I'm actually glad I'm doing this video and talking about it, because that's kind of how I figured this out. So thank you. So this cable is Zeskit Maya whatever 8K HDMI. It's kind of thick and it's braided, and it's very difficult to get to where you want it to go. It's not flexible. It's kind of hard. So I thought to myself, oh nice, probably got thick copper in there. My butt. And instead, I was also experimenting with the 15-foot cable, which would fail to deliver a signal to one of my 4K monitors, and the display would just get lost and then just come back on and just flickering, all sorts of issues. So I ended up getting myself this cable, and unfortunately it doesn't have any kind of branding on it. It just says the HDMI 8K, and it wasn't cheap, but it's also braided, and it's much thinner and a lot more flexible. Not a whole lot more, but still flexible. And I got this cable in 15 feet and it worked. So I highly doubt that this is a true 8K 60 hertz cable, but at the very least 15 feet with 4K at 60 hertz and it works, so that's already good. So at the very least I know what brand cable to buy. I will probably put a link in the description. It's on Amazon, so that you can grab one yourself if you're so inclined. So that's going to be the cable I'll be using for other purposes. And this one's going into the, well, I don't even know what to do with this thing actually. Just throw it away. I think the pins are gold plated too. and on this one they're not, which is kind of weird if you think about it. You got gold-plated pins here, which is like high quality cable, but this one is not gold-plated. At least I can't seem to make that up. The gold plating is all here, but that's completely irrelevant. So we got gold-plated fingers here. So this was expensive cable, and apparently it's garbage. And this one is less expensive. I think it might have a slight gold plating on the very edge, on the very tips. Not the whole pin, but on the very tips, because it looks like it's a little bit of yellowish tint there. Kind of hard to say. The bottom line is, this cable, what Linus was talking about, most likely will fail in the continuity test rather than the signal integrity, so who knows. It's just one of those things. I also wonder if I could verify the continuity problem with that cable just by getting myself a simple continuity tester. I mean, I could probably use it with a multimeter and figure that out that way. But that's just too much time to invest into this nonsense. Maybe I will eventually, who knows? I mean, who cares? We're just gonna take this thing apart. I'm guessing we're gonna have to reball the core and the memory chip. That's gonna be located in the bottom corner here, and that should take care of our problem with the intermittent pulsing. So I'll get that done, and hopefully everything goes well. So stick around, we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Nothing short on the board. Good sign. Let's see if we can register all of the data lines. Everything's lit up. 2.5. Almost the same as before. So if we get a picture, we might get a fix. Though some of the pads there were pulled, they were stretched. Not ripped, but stretched, so I don't know if that's gonna cause any problems. Probably not. It's either ripped or not. So, but given the fact that we're getting an image, I think we have a winner. So we'll put it back together. I will be testing it the exact same way as I've tested this before to make sure it'll work with or without support. Obviously you're not gonna want to use it without the support for, you know, you don't want to use it without support ever, but at the very least I'll know that it will not fail in that regard. So thank you for watching. Hopefully this was educating. A warning to those who have heavy graphics cards that either do not use support or planning on moving their computer from one place to another. Even taking it down from the top of the desk to the floor, you drop that thing down. I mean, you don't necessarily have to drop it. Just kind of put it down, not super cushy, and that's all it takes. The GPU under its own weight will flex, and even the support will not help. Be careful out there, but don't, so that way I have enough work to do for the rest of my life. Goodbye.